Okay, we're
Uh,
live.
we're live. Okay. So hi Fade. Here is Bensador again, for the space of probably less for the space of less than 1 hour probably. And by the way, let me put some alarm here or timer.
Okay.
I want to be uh, okay. So we are having this new. It's probably the fourth uh, live stream here about the matrix, about the Hades slash Sheol matrix theory. Um, because I found that, especially after the eclipse, like the people kind of want or like wish that several scenarios happened, like from nowhere, but their own minds and probably their own fears. So they start to fear mongering about things and that and this and that. And I want to say something about the eclipse later, that probably for those that have eyes to see inside this theory, that could be possible, and they are starting to open their eyes, that could be a proof that this is indeed a Sheol or Hades matrix. Some details about the eclipse, but I don't want to put too much of it in public because you know how we could be uh, limited or whatever.
Yes.
So I don't. I'm not. I just going to put some hints for anyone to don't do their own research and then check if that if you can see that, well, that could be a proof of the matrix, or a glitch, or many things. So um last time I was talking about the Hades matrix, and I was shifting from the term or the place Hades to Sheol, because in my honest opinion it is more proper, as when Jesus was describing paradise or the Abraham bosom versus Sheol, he was not using Hades. So I later checked it and remember that he was not. I mean, the word Hades was an insertion. I don't know if it was Mandela effect, fresh insertion. It could be, or it could be before, because of course in Greek mythology, Hades was a place, the underworld, and also Hades is a god. Is the king of the underworld, Hades. So it's one of these people or figures or gods that they mix and match, or places that meet and match, especially when we start to see the modern day Bible changes. And I want to make a difference, right? Because people often think that or focus too much on the current Bible changes, but we probably have a lot of thinking
No.
by
Hold on.
yeah.
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 Sorry.
No, I understand you say no, but it was not that you are not against the thinking,
Hold on.
but so what I say is that before the modern day thinking, uh, the Roman um, church, but basically our Roman Empire had the possibility to think at will, because there was enough time for them to adapt their own dogmas and or introduce or insert whatever inside the Bible. So what you are giving as the modern day Bible have been probably already tainted in many ways, or not in I cannot say like entirely, but when you start to read the book and you start to study the Bible verses, you find oddities that those don't exactly match. Like for instance, Jesus, um, like in a way for it. I will give just one example. In when Jesus was tempted, he was at the very end when he was it was ministered by angels or assisted or comforted, we could say comforted by angels. So the big question is why, if Jesus is the Son of God, why the need of angels to comfort him? Because it seems like not exactly sensical for me, at least. So that could be a hinder that there is something there that probably we miss about the figure of Jesus, because they already um, put Jesus as this uh, probably try to put Jesus in another way that than he was for real. But anyways, um, so I will discard many things for now in this theory, and one of the things is that Hades I will no longer um, refer to the theory as or the matrix or the place as Hades, but Sheol. And Sheol is a place where supposedly this rich man went after that. And another detail that I will start to probably embrace is that um, we should be we should be like understanding uh, or verifying things in this world under the lenses of the Sheol matrix, but um, keeping in mind that probably there is some, if this is a replica. Okay, let me do a brief summary of what is the matrix Sheol matrix theory for the people that just come new, for new vice fresh people. So basically what I am um, theorizing here is that um, what we call the Mandela effects basically it could be explained in a different way as a byproduct of this event, that in some way or fashion we had been transferred to the underworld, to the literal underworld, probably through portals, open portals against the will of God, of course, with whatever machines, whatever quantum device, whatever the way they use to do it, to place some specific people. And this could be as far as 20 years ago from us, that we could be placed just as kids or young people. And then of course this is an enforced um, like a relocation, but enforced relocation, right? It was not something that we um, deserve, and we don't belong here for real. So, and supposedly, because this is part of the theory, um, the way they have us in here, like let's say entertain, is that they build a matrix. And I have to explain what it is matrix. It's not like necessarily pure simulation, but it is more like a replica of the upper world or the upper land. So in that way, when they transport us here, they already have this platform of my guess they use AI. My guess they use, because probably they have demons here, a lot of entities, fallen entities, so they can every, I mean, many of them, let's say half and half, half of the demons or fallen entities could be impersonating people that we know, friends, people, everyone, like kings or governors, whatever. And other half probably are just NPCs, like people that are not really people.
Mm.
So um, in that way, when we are transferred here, that I believe we have been sedated during the transfer, so we don't remember anything. And of course, I believe also that when we were transferred, they told about us that we got lost, or I mean, they invented a story about our disappearance up there. But our probably our true parents up there, um, they told them probably that either we died or something, and I think, and they found the body, but only that they are not exactly recognizable or something. My guess, this type of stories that we are always hearing in movies, you know. So and of course, if there's a sinister people working with fallen angel to open these portals, had to be some kind of exchange. My guess, I don't exactly know why, but it has to be some exchange. Maybe fallen tech versus children, because I believe there's a lot of children being actually transferred. It's not something that has been done at all. I think the reason is because the children are beautiful, lighted souls. Like they had more soul light or soul energy, and I believe that part of the matrix energy, because if you want to replicate every single thing up, I mean, maybe not everything, but a lot of parts of the matrix, especially around the people that you transfer, right? Because let's say that they transfer um, one single being from every state, from the 50 state of USA. That will mean that they need to replicate exactly the around the towns, and the space or the towns, the cities that they live. They don't need to replicate, like if they live, for instance, let's say one is taken from from Georgia, and but the person lives in Savannah. Well, they don't need exactly to replicate like perfectly Atlanta, because it doesn't really matter too much unless that person have a like relatives living there or something. My guess that it's what I'm trying to say, the matrix could be uh, having a lot of gaps of nothing, literally nothing, but the place, the Sheol place. So um that will be like bubbles of nothing, because inside the matrix, If we cancel the matrix, for instance, we will see the Sheol, the place like it is. So that's basically the theory that we are being transferred here, and the reason why things are look some things like Irish like change it or something is not necessarily because the Mandela effect. It's just because the matrix is glitching. And in the case of the Bible, I could say that it's properly because they don't like the Bible at all. So, I mean, in Sheol, my guess. So that's the reason why you see that people that you try to put the people into this mood of to try to understand that in this something had happened to the Bible, but most of the people, like 80% of the people, won't care. So it means what it means. If we are under the Sheol matrix, it means that it is not interesting for them anyways, because in the old Sheol, well, where there was no matrix, they were not interested in the Bible neither. Probably in the Satanic Bible, probably in other things that of the occult that are pretty like boosted here. You see, too much of the working of the evil here. It feels more like dance, I will say. I don't know if you agree with me, um, Fate. Like it feels dense, like the people. Some people you can see even to their eyes. They look more like entities rather than human beings.
Yeah.
And or if you had, my guess is like if you have been travel to some on bunker or something where they what they do there is like rituals and satanic rituals and this and that and nasty things all over, and this is their world and this is their normal. The normalcy is evil. Evil is here like their normalcy, and the true normal, what they and then also you can explain easily why the people won't see the changes, or won't see even things like cartoons change or whatever. Well, maybe that's not because they don't have anything to take from it, because they were not in the matrix before. They are just that is they are kind of also enforced to this matrix for to behave as our friends and family and co-workers and whatnot. And then um, they are not exactly having anything good in exchange, my guess. So that's basically what I say about the Shield matrix, that we are being transferred. um, when I approach to the people online, I would like to see if anyone see the things we have been shared in the other three live streams, because that could be like a hint that you probably was also brought here the same way we have been brought here.
Mm.
So um aside from that, I want to speak a little about the eclipse.
Right.
um the clips, for me, the clips, I have seen like three, like at least, yes, like three oddities around the clips shown in TV and shown with people having these cameras over the eclipse. And one of the things I saw was, let me. try to measure my words. I will call it um, solar spikes. Now, those solar spikes, which are basically a two triangles, obviously are not protuberances, like, or they are not the thing that we see often as solar flares or solar protuberance, and not even the solar beads, because the solar beads are round, are not triangular. So when I saw that, I remember myself that about the people talking about, oh, we probably have a fake sun or an artificial moon or this or that. But then also over all of that, because the people could have any theory. Like I'm having one theory here, and of course the people could have many theories and base it in proof, like inventions or whatnot. But on top of those theories that says like maybe they have an artificial moon, maybe they have an artificial sun or this or that, that could be a hint of the Matrix. Because of course they won't have a real sun in the Matrix, and they don't have a real moon either, and that could be the reason why we see, and mostly the people blame it to be a Mandela effect.
Mm.
But like the sun, the white sun, or the white moon, or the potato moon, because now the moon have these weird phases that are not convex or concave. I probably mix it, but I remember it was either one way or the other, or concave or convex. So my guess, you can research what those words means. But now they look awkward and super wide, and it harm the skin. The sunlight harm the skin literally. And coming, coming from a place that is, it's the Caribbean, I have um, experienced my whole life the sun, and it was never as harsh and crazy, uh, torturing as it is now. Now I think that those spikes on the clips, what if you cannot see those, probably you are an NPC, or you are a demon impersonating someone. Because obviously you will not see that. And but if you can see those, my guess you need to research more about the possibility that this place is a construct of something. Like maybe up there is an entity, or there is some artificial thing or machine or whatever that really is what empowers the Matrix. Like in the way we have, like these projectors that we at least in college they use these projectors to teach whatever they want to teach, or project movies or this or that. So somehow maybe that is the um, the reason for the moon and the sun. Not exactly like to illuminate or whatever. Just probably are the physical, let's say the fleshy artifacts there that can project the matrix or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm just making this inside the theory. I'm just trying to to put that for everyone to check it out and research, or if you have an experience like that you can agree with this, like the sun or the moon or both being the projectors, or the from where the energy of the replica of the world comes, or let's say the disguise of the people comes, like for because if, let's say, one day the matrix collapse, well, we probably will see what will happen probably is like half of the population will disappear because they were npcs. And the other half will be like monsters and beasts and whatever the heck the real demons look like. So they will show themselves without that disguise of the matrix, that human quote unquote flesh. So my guess, there is something that needs to be like firing up, like activating that disguise. And when I say this guy is also building, is also cars, is also, it's not just people, you know. Is what is to run at everything. So to the point we feel the physicality of it, but at the same time there is this contradiction, because we see the physicality of people, at least sometimes, because sometimes they disappear, or things disappear from our eyes. That's also a hint from the matrix. but but at least we can feel that this world, quote unquote, is kind of a material world. But at the same time, the interaction of the beings here and the things that are twisted uh, doesn't make sense at all. Like I don't know if you have any new experience along these weird experiences we have faith um, recently or something. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Um, I'll tell you about it in emails.
Okay. So for instance, I was I will say the one of my recent experience, like I don't recall to ever say it in all the other three live stream, but probably, if you can forgive me if I already say this, but it was, I was driving toward finding a parking, because I was going to some store that was like these dollar stores. And then when I take a curve to the other side of the, because I saw some empty parking, all of a sudden from nowhere this woman just appeared in front of my car, like I was about to hit her, like for nothing, from nowhere, sorry. um and I cannot explain that, because I am very cautious when, I mean, who could ever hit someone in a parking? I mean, my guess that could happen, but I mean, what was probably at 2 miles per hour or something. I don't know. It is impossible to me to figure out how this woman appeared from nowhere, and she was in front of my car, and it was, I had to put the brakes because I almost hit her. Like, so that kind of things. if anyone that is hearing having these experiences, don't go for the auto labeling, instant labeling it as a Mandela effect, like, because that's too easy for label everything as a Mandela effect, which I call Mandelization, or over Mandelization. So instead, try to understand that maybe that that could be an NPC. What it was shown there, it was an NPC, and it was not there because it was glitching and then appeared there. So in the same way, we can have different experience. But what I will say for anyone that is like, keep looking for the hints of the matrix, because you will find that more logical conclusions if you understand this as as we being transferred to the underworld for whatever sinister purpose is. Because I believe that they probably want us to become either suicidal or ballistic, or having us in extreme fear. So this is will be my
Lydia,
Hmm?
are you aware that she has her head in your shoe again?
Uh,
And she's removed the.
so I will say, sorry. So basically, I want to say that it is important for the people to not fall into fear, to not fall into the fear mongering, neither to not fall into ballistic mode when we are exposed to these glitches, to not fall into quick band-aids. Like, quick band-aids will be like, labeling it as a Mandela effect. That won't help. That won't help, that you saying that this is just a Mandela effect because these persons appear from nowhere. That gives you nothing. So instead, try to um, understand the place that you could be uh, transferred, and that could make more sense in the long run. And keep trying to avoid falling into fear, because I think fear is the tool used at least on the last eclipse, the recent eclipse. Fear slash excitement, it's both are used in devotion, in rituals, in witchcraft. Those are like the purest energies, from dark and from good. Like, fear is something that it's it's like a midget. I say that fear is like a midget. The more you um, feed, like, give food to the midget, and then it grow to a giant. When fear grow to a giant, then enslaves you back. And then if you have excitement, like for instance, the people are so excited these eclipse and whatnot, well, that could be used also against you, because you could fall into not recognizing the creator and worshiping the creation instead of creator. So excitement is something that could work in like a two blade sword, I will say. Could be good, but could be also deviating you toward fascination. And then fascination, it's just like a little step to worship you. And then everything, if there is a reason why probably are being transferred here, is probably because there is something they want to test over us, like they want to see us falling, that, or they want to torture us until we try to collapse or something, like cannot suffer it anymore. But is that are part of the reasons I will say that it's important to not fall into those into fear, especially because fear is used in the matrix a lot, and that could hint us to why the reason, um, why are their goals, uh, about why they transfer us here, probably is because something they saw on us, like they want to try to damn, like to try to completely annihilate from us. And my guess is based in our reaction. Like, so I recommend the people, if anyone is witnessing these quote unquote Mandela effects, but I will suggest you to call it matrix, Sheol matrix glitches, but do not fall into fear and to fight it. If there are things that are torturing us, or there are people or entities or whatever, they are trying to torture us in some way or fashion or make us suffer, um well, my guess is the best advice I could get you is that you are given power over all the races and instance of the enemy, over the creatures that belong here, the whatever the beasts belong here, whatever the impersonators here, or the imposters here. Well, those people, those entities, you can command them. You can, you have authority over them given by Jesus, and use the name of Jesus. Because I found that some people are, and listen here, you see too many people trying to deviate everything exactly to the wrong way, to never use Jesus as a name. Like they use Yeshua, they use Yahoshua or whatever. So keep Jesus and test His name, because I think when we say the name of Jesus, even the entities here have to keep their their materialization stronger, or they could be lose their clothes, and appear as they are, because because there is power in the name of Jesus. So use that in your favor. Also, don't ever fall into fear, and keep not falling into fascination. I mean, into into too much excitement about things. I mean, this part is not exactly too exciting. I mean, my honest opinion is not that exciting as it supposedly looks. Like, the reason why supposedly this world is so exciting is because what you are being fed by television or programming or whatever. college or this or that, they say, oh, they invent this gadget, new gadget, this and that. Oh, this is interesting. Or the influencers we have over YouTube or every single platform that do their things or their magic things or whatever they do. Um, so they maintain this entertainment and this excitement of things and this and that. But seriously thinking, there is nothing exciting. Uh, I don't know about killing people in wars, about having completely um, laws that are against humanity. I will say I cannot say too much of it, but that oppression that this war has could be also a hint that it is not exactly our play, because yes, we knew like before our earth had these things like oppression, suffering, and this and that, but not to the level we feel it here. So that could be also another hint that we are not exactly in our phone earth. So be careful into not um, taking it everything as it was exactly as your old world. If you know for in your deep inside you know is not even comparable to the to what we remember. So that superimposition of what they want us to see in this matrix is kind of also like a hint, because they want us to see uh, as specific things like or to experience a specific kind of tortures. So it's like a plan, like something like it's planned, and it's not something that came organically, I will say. And so if we are the target, I mean, if we are brought here, if of course we are a target, you know. So um I think that could be a parallel here with the targeting individuals,
She was examining an electrical cord.
because the targeting individuals often um say about the people around harass them, and or some frequencies or weight sent toward them, or even helicopters or these cars chasing them, or this type of people chasing them. Well, I think it's related because probably if let's say the targeted individuals are indeed also brought here like a first round of people, um well, they are probably not exactly the ones to recognize what happened, um like in the same way probably we are witnessing right now. So let's say that was another group, but at the same time, if they start to understand that there is a reason for the targeting, because no one will target someone that is not val- have some value for be targeted, so they probably what want to ruin is their spirituality. And aside probably whatever maniacs want to do with their targeting, I mean their goals, whatever, if it is done by human beings, because everything here, every single torture here could be coming not exactly from human beings, you know. So you have to consider that also. And if you consider that also, well, you have to confront your mind, or you just have to change your mind in terms of the strategy you use to confronting them back. In terms of probably you will not enter into a physical fight anymore with these beings, because you know they are not physical. So probably you will be using the spiritual tools granted to you to defy them. And probably you don't even need to use to verbalize it. Because somehow I think when Jesus said like I give you authority over the serpents and scorpion and all the instances of the enemy, I think that he's giving us um, giving us a hint that is it's that authority could be just a mind thought, like saying Jesus in your mind, while someone is trying to torture you, or this or that, or you are trying to define if that person, why that person that this black eyes that had soulless eyes, that person that you probably you see on the on the supermarket or something, and you know that it's not just a tattoo or something on their eyes. It's something that is the light of the people, or some people are not essentially there. So you can in your mind you can just say Jesus to see what the manifestation of this entity, if that is an entity, it will manifest something. So then you know you have your corroboration then. And then the same you could do in reverse when they these entities or these people around you or these beings are trying to tease you or to torture you. Well, the what they probably want is
There.
for us to react ballistic.
Are you eating the stuffy? Oh, you shouldn't be eating that. That's not food.
So what we should never be, it was like try to react ballistic about this confrontation of these entities that comes to us, um, that are impersonating people that we know, or people that are friends. um, there are entities there that are try to tease us with many ways as possible, but basically is for us to react ballistic in angriness, and to provoke something, because that's their natural way to tease, I guess, in Sheol. I mean, in Sheol is not just only a place of a transitional place. It's just, I mean, that's probably the last part I want to touch tonight, is that inside Sheol, I mean, when we are contemplating that we are probably in Sheol, brought here, and there's a matrix over here. Um, we should understand that Sheol is a place, but it is a place in the underworld, and Sheol could have like many cities or places inside, or kingdoms inside of it. As my honest opinion, we are close to the Tartarus also, and to the borderless speed. I mean, which side, or if it's below us, or if it's to the right side, to the left side, I don't know. But we are surrounded by other areas in the underworld that yes, they have a specific type of beings, like Tartarus. They have chained and fallen entities there, and in probably uh, the bottomless pit. They have the rays of the scorpions, or the locusts, or and the bees, or could be probably there. Um, so just because we are transferred to some location, it doesn't mean that there is no interaction between these worlds here, because this is not like the earth, you know. It's something that we cannot yet comprehend at all, um, until probably the matrix crash and we could see how it looks for real. That probably will be very scary to look. But but the reason I want to say this is because people confuse or try to merge every single thing like is the same. Like some people say, okay, if you are saying that you are we are sent to hell, no, exactly, because you know that the church indoctrination push you hell like something like distorted place that it is not even. I mean, the closest depiction of a true hell is the lake of fire, and the lake of fire is prepared. Is not yet. There's no soul there yet, because that is prepared for the really last time, for those that are not prevailing in Jesus and God. So is prepared, is reserved, but is not inhabited. So people try to combine these, like hell is equal to Gehenna, or whatever whatever is the name, Gehenna or Gehenna or whatever. Or it is the same like Sheol, or is the same. Not exactly, not necessarily. Because there are places like hells, in plural, could be prisons under the world, for a specific type of fallen beings. So like the Tartarus, like every single it is like the whole
See,
underworld is.
someone wishes your attention, little one. Behold, an auntie. Well, your mommy, I should say. Yes, Tiny, you saw that, and I do not apologize.
So basically what I want to say is like everything is misunderstood if we try to merge everything as hell being equal to Gehenna, or Gehenna equals to Sheol, and not exactly. So in the interpretation of the place we are transferred, we must know that is not the same thing, because we are not in the lake of fire, but like lake of fire, sorry, but we could be close to the Tartarus. We could be close to the bottomless pit. So um, that's something we should never know, probably, or I don't know, unless this matrix collapse and we could see exactly that this guy is completely gone, and we could see how it is for real, the appearance of the entities here. So aside from that, I think it was like probably what I want to discuss tonight.
Right?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So what do you think about for instance, when people try to put like when the people sends you to hell, like, you know, some people have the really bad custom to, I don't know if they realize how mean they look, and when they say that, but they often like tell you like, I'll go to hell. So, and in their minds probably it's like something like we deserve to be, because their church indoctrination says like the hell is a torture place that you will be forever and ever, and you will cannot escape that. But if that is the definition of hell, then this is not hell, you know. This is just Sheol, because we are not forever to be here. By the way, I believe, and this could be the last con- uh, summarizing talk, is that I believe at some point we are going to be rescued from here before even probably um, either the matrix collapse and we are rescued, or we are rescued a little before the matrix collapse. My honest opinion. Um, but if in the case the matrix collapse, I will suggest the people to prepare every single day to not behave violent or ballistic, to not take in your hands um, reactions that the enemy will use
Cleaning around the
to
house. Yeah, it's already begun. Ask Chris all about it
damn your
upstairs.
spirituality, you know.
Hmm.
I hate it.
So
I've been home for too
if you
long.
want to conquer something,
It's not cramped.
um, basically the fight is not against flesh,
That's the
is
plan.
against the entities, right? So you should try
All right, I can
to
hear the water.
not get
You're not
too
going through
much
the gate. Look.
impressed
Let me through.
and start to accustom to this, how could they probably look or whatever.
Yes.
So just in case
Don't.
you
No.
this
Say no, I want to come
this
here.
war collapse, you
I
could
never
be
get to
able
come here.
You did.
to fight them in peace, not in fear, right? That's what I mean. Because fear is the way they create
No.
their future
Oh, hey. You
slaves.
have to be that smart.
So you should never work in fear, but in authority that is given by Jesus
Upward.
and Jesus only. So basically, we have been almost an hour,
Hi.
right?
Yep.
How many don't have that cat screen?
It's about time to end the stream, I think.
Yeah. So have a good night there, Fate. And whenever we want to have more people around or probably discuss anything new, we will be probably together again in the future.
Okay. Okay.
So have a blessed night there.
Hmm. Good night.
Good night.